Hey man, what's good YouTube? Hopefully you guys having a wonderful day. It's your man ChaMoma back with another video. And today's video is a dribble tutorial, full-length dribble tutorial on NBA 2K20. So I know it's a whole new dribbling system. Everybody's been trying to get their dribbling together and get their combos together, but this year is mostly different with any other moves, but I'm going to be teaching you the basics and some advanced moves. So remember, this is one of two dribble tutorials. So the first move is basically your basic size up or your size up package. Your size up package this year combines with being able to do the manual size up. The manual size up is you flicking your right stick up, as you know you do with the rhythm dribble of 19 and 18, but you manually do it. So if you want to do this move, this is Kobe. So Kobe's size up will let you do this animation right here. If you remember this from 2K16, you can do this animation and also speed boost out of it. So you're flicking your right stick up, or you have the choice to flick your L2 or LT button to be able to do this, because you don't have to always use the right stick. If you're one of those type of players that like to use your paddles than using the right stick, this is an option this year. You do not force to using the right stick if you don't want to do that move. So if you want to do it, you can flick L2 to do this animation right here as I'm doing Allen Iverson crossover, or you can use the right stick up. The next move we'll be doing is the momentum crossover. This move has been in the game since 2K15-14, but I say mostly 2K15. It's a very simple move, but a lot of people still cannot get it down. This year, you can hold R2 as long as you want. You don't have to do the move, then hit R2 at a certain point. You literally can hold R2 down the whole time while doing this move. So all you want to do is hold R2, flick your right stick to the opposite ball hand while moving your left stick to the same direction as the right stick. So to get this animation, it's very easy. Just practice this in your MYPARK, practice in the Pro Arena if you want to. Also, you can spam momentum, but it's based on your basic size up. Your basic size up will give you the fast momentum or the slow momentum. As you see, I'm doing the fast momentum, and I'm using Allen Iverson or I'm using Kyrie Irving. Those are one of the best ones. If you didn't see my basic size up video, make sure you check that video out as well. So look, as you want to do this, you're going to just spam it the same way you just did your regular momentum. Just make it a little faster. So once you get almost out the first animation, just keep going. If you ever play 2K17, it's the same way of spamming momentum. You just do it faster. The next move is going to be the moving crossover. The moving crossover is literally between the legs moving up down the court. So as you go up and down the court, you're going to go forwards while running forwards. You're going to flick your right stick left, right, left, right, left, right, just to put the ball between your legs to do this animation. You can do it with any animation on the game. The animation I'm using is Pro 2 right now. You can do it with Pro 3, normal 3. Also, any moving crossovers, you can do this. They just have different speed like cues, so that make sure you keep that in mind. So the next move is the behind the back Sham God. To do the behind the back Sham God, it's just like doing the momentum, but you're stationary. So once you're stationary, you're going to flick your right stick down at an angle. So around, I say about 5 o'clock, around that time, around 5 o'clock on your right stick, and your left stick will be pointing in the same direction as you do a regular behind the back while you're holding R2. And then you let it go to get the Sham God animation. If you're wondering how did I get this behind the back, I do have a 95 ball control. So if you do not have a 95 ball control, your behind the back would be way different from mine. So the behind the back I did, it's like a stop and go behind the back. The change of direction is very fast. So once you pay attention to this, as you work on your behind the back, if you have this type of behind the back and you have to have at least an 86 ball control just to get this behind the back I'm using, this will give you the animation every time. As you can just change direction, it's just a frequency, little quick hesitation without even flicking your right stick up. All you have to do is stop on the dime and then flick your right stick to the opposite angle that you want to go to, and it will give you this animation every time. So once you run, you can stop and then do this behind the back, and it will teleport you around your defender and maybe stun them if you have tight handles, and also if you have quick first step, you'll be able to speed boost faster. The easiest way to do these behind the backs without struggling is just practice in the MYPARK or the Pro Arena like I said, and just use the hesitation. If you don't know how to do it, I will teach you how to do a hesitation in this video. So once you do a hesitation, you're going to flick your right stick up while you're moving, and you just do the behind the back. So once you paid attention to the beginning of this actual clip, you will see that the behind the back animation is similar to the momentum, but once you do a hesitation, it will automatically give you this animation almost every time. So right now, I'm going to show you how to do a hesitation. Hesitation is two different hesitations on this game. So remember in 19 and 18, we only had one type of hesitation. You had just regular step back hesitation. This year, you have two. As you see, I'm doing the wide hesitation. So you to get this animation, you have to hold R2 to get the wide hesitation. But if you want a quick hesitation, you are not going to hold R2. Release R2 and flick your right stick up while you're running. If I want the quick hesitation, I will run left, flick my right stick up without R2. As you see what I'm doing on the court right now, this is very, very easy to break down. But look, if you want the wide one, you can keep running to any direction, flick your right stick up while holding R2 to get the big gather hesitation step back. So if you want that, sometimes it will slow down your shot because the hesitation will not let you shoot out of it every time. You will have to wait until the hesitation over based on which hesitation. If this video gets at least 250 likes, no, let's try to go for 350 likes. I'll drop a video on the best hesitations on NBA 2K20. Pro stick dribbling. As you see, I'm flicking my right stick down to do this behind the back combo, actually behind the back move. All you have to do is flick your right stick down as many times as, like I told you to do the manual size up, you have to flick it manually. It's not no double crossover, it's not no double behind the back, but to do a double crossover, you have to manually do it. You have to manually do left, right, left, right, left, right. So as you flicking your controller right now, you're going to flick the ball to the opposite hand every time. So left, right, left, right. That's the easiest way to do it if you're trying to do manually dribbles and also do the pro stick dribbling without holding R2. So anybody who's trying to learn this, bro, just take time. This should be one of the easiest things that I taught you right here, but we're going to get more into it. But to do between the legs, you can do diagonal down to get the Kobe's like actual between the legs, and you could go diagonal to get the between the legs animation. They changed to how to do the between the legs animation this year. You have to go diagonal. So anybody who's trying to figure out how to do that this year, that's the way you do diagonal between the legs combo. To do basic size up hesitations, they're kind of the same as 19, 18, and kind of like 17. It was also in 16, but this year is literally the same. All you have to do is hold R2, flick your right stick to the opposite ball hand to do the cross basic size up hesitation. Or if you want to keep it to the same ball hand, you flick your right stick to the same ball hand while you're holding R2. So if you want to know what that looks like, it looks like this. So every time you flick it to the same ball hand, it will give you this animation. To do the crossover to the opposite ball hand while holding R2, all you have to do is flick the right stick to the opposite ball hand. So the ball is in your right hand, you're going to flick your right stick to the left while holding R2 and to give you that animation. Since momentum spin is not really in the game, it's another way you can do it. So this year, you can do momentum and do a spin back. So anybody who's trying to learn how to do this, all you do is work on the momentum and clockwise or counterclockwise spin towards you. So if you're going to the right and you do momentum to the right, you will want to go clockwise towards you to do the spin. But if you're going to the left, you will want to go counterclockwise to get the spin animation perfectly. So anybody who's trying to figure this out, as you see, I'm going to the right, I have to go clockwise to spin back. And if I'm going to the left, I will go counterclockwise to get this animation off. Spinning in 2K20 is the same as 19, 18, and 17. You can spin it to the opposite ball hand or you can spin to the ball hand. As long as you rotate your right stick in a whole 360-degree angle, you will be able to pull this animation off. So all you have to do is you can run, you can do stationary, but most of the time when you do this move, you're going to be running in transition while you're doing the spin. As long as you got a little speed with this, you will be able to pull off this move anytime you want. So if you're moving forward, just spin from the right hand to the ball hand. So if you're going to go from clockwise, if it's in your right hand, and counterclockwise if it's in your left hand. That's the best way to do the spin. To activate the hop step animation, all you have to do is tap square while you're moving your left stick back in certain directions. So if you want to do a hop step, you're going to hold your left stick back as you tap square. So you're going to tap square first, then move your left stick to the direction you want to. But this year it's only back in the diagonal angles at the bottom. So you go bottom left, bottom right, and down. Those are the only ways you'll be able to do a hop step this year. But to find a hop step, you will be able to look at hop jumpers. Different hop jumpers will give you different animations. Right now I'm using normal 21 hop jumper. Most of you who watching this video, y'all maybe did this move plenty of times. If you played 15, 16, 17, 18, or 19, you did this move before. It's literally a snatch back. So anybody who's coming down the court, you do a quick little move, you're trying to stop on the down and shoot a three-pointer, you do a snatch back. It's look way different than what it was in 15, 16, and 17, but it's still effective. As long as you know how to do something right after it, you can do the behind the back, you do momentum right after it, it's up to you. As you see, you know what I'm saying, I had to hit that green for y'all for the one time. For anyone that's watching this video and you played 2K19, you know what move this is. This is the basic size up escape, or literally the escape move that we all wanted to come back. Because 2K did not have this at the beginning of the game. We had Curry between the legs behind the back combo, or Trae Young. But they brought this move back. I'm happy that they brought this move back. All you have to do is flick your right stick down. So you flick your right stick towards you and holding R2. At the same time, you will get this animation. You can spam this animation, but I know if you use different actual basic sizes, you get different escapes. So if you're using Kobe, you're going to have different escape from what I'm using right here with Kyrie or Allen Iverson. So you may be thinking, why are we in the Pro Arena? The reason I'm in the Pro Arena because it has more space. So look, this is a crossover in transition. Most of these are going to be for transition moves. So while I'm running on the court, I flick my right stick to the opposite ball hand, and it gives me this animation. You can catch a lot of defenders off guard. I get caught off guard sometimes with this because not many people use this move. So if you're one of them type of players that want to use double crossover, this is how you do it. It's the same way I just taught you, but now you put them together. You just got to be that fast motion. Once you come on the court, hit them with 2 moves, bop, bop. Hit them off guard, get maybe an ankle breaker animation, and get straight to the rim. As you do this animation, make sure you go left, right, right, left. As long as you go into the opposite ball hand. Say if it's in your left hand, you're going to put it in your right hand and go back to the left. So that's the fastest way you can learn how to do that. Just like you do in the opposite ball hand, just one crossover. This move is very nasty. It catches a lot of ankles, especially if you catch somebody in transition. So anybody who wants to learn this behind the back, this is the moving behind the back. The moving behind the back, a lot of people do this to start up their moves coming up the court. I have Pro 3 behind the back on. You can do this with Pro 6, Pro 5, whatever behind the back that you like. But I'm going to show you the regular behind the back. All you have to do is flick down on your right stick. Flick down on your right stick. You can use R2 or without R2. As long as you flick down on your right stick while you're moving forward, you'll be able to do this behind the back. But a lot of people have been asking me, how do you do a double behind the back animation? So you see, I just did a double behind the back. All that requires is you flicking your right stick down 2 times just to get this animation. But if you want a double behind the back animation, you flick your right stick down 2 times, then you move a little forward while you flick your right stick down again to get the actual animation. So anybody who's asking me how you do that, how you get the animation, you just flick your right stick down 2 times, consistent, like back to back. Then you wait a little, then do the behind the back animation. So anybody who's asking me how to do that, because last year a lot of people didn't know how to do it. It was more smoother last year. But if you was asking me how to do that, I actually explained it perfectly for this video for you to learn how to do it. So the next move is the Sham God, the standing Sham God. The standing Sham God is the same as the moving Sham God. So anybody who didn't see my Sham God video, I'll put the card at the top. But to pull this move off, all you have to do is do a hesitation to the same ball hand. So if the ball is in your right hand, you're going to flick your right stick to the right and then flick it to the left to do this animation. So anybody who's like, oh, how do I do it moving? It's the same way. You can come on the court holding R2, flick it to the left, and then flick it to the right. It will give you the hesitation, then the Sham God. So anybody who's want to learn how to do this move, just practice this in Pro Arena or your my court. It's very easy. But to do park animations, you have to be at Superstar 1. So if you like, bro, why do I not get Superstar 1 animations? I think you also have to have at least an 86 ball control. But it is a park badge. So as you see, I'm pulling off this move. I'm creating contact. Like I'm actually like touching my defender. So every time you touch the defender, you can flick your right stick up, right, left, or down, and it'll give you one of these animations. There's over 15 different animations that you can get. It's about like 5 new animations they added this year to 2K20. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. It been your man ChaMoma. Make sure you follow me on Twitch, Twitter, put on post notifications for those too, for you don't miss out on things. I might do giveaways on there as well, and you might know when videos get out early. You might be unlisted game. You might get the video early before everybody else. But it been your man ChaMoma. I'm out, y'all. Peace. Let's try to get this video to 350 likes.
Nigga, best bet is keep it closer, nigga. Cause you don't want the roses, nigga. I trip from when you walk up in the dollar, nigga. Get money, get bigger. Had that pussy nigga dancing when I squeeze the hit trigger. Y'all ain't getting to the figures. Get off your ass and get some cash and maybe it'll fix you. Better leave him disfigured. It'll send him to his master, nigga, take his mans with him. If there's really bros, man, he wanna ram.